because it's gotten really hot. Oh, LeBron is playing low ball, low ball, low ball. But first, I need to know that you guys can all hear me. So, yeah, as crazy as that sounds, okay, that works. Now, this thing has gotten to a point where it has gotten insane, and y'all won't believe what's going on behind the scenes. I'm dealing with school buses right now. I picked the wrong time to leave out the crib. Every soccer mom is moving around. Don't know why I went this way. But man, there's so much craziness going on. LeBron James responded to Isiah Thomas after Isiah Thomas made a comment about LeBron James' warm-up attire. LeBron James' warm-up attire was him and just some shorts, some gym shoes, and some socks. And he's shooting around in the gym on the court for warm-up time. And Isiah Thomas sees this as disrespectful to the game. And it's like, man, put a shirt on. Like, what are you doing? Now, we have watched on the internet, LeBron James loves to work out and everything in some damn tighties. And he go out there and just start doing his workout, his performance, or whatever. He loves to go there and do his routine wearing the least amount of clothing. But for warm-up practices in a professional setting, you're not at home, you're at the facility. Why are you doing this with no shirt on, a do-rag, and some doggone shorts? Now, I understand that, but we're used to seeing LeBron do this all the time on the internet. Isiah don't like it, and he doesn't think it's professional, and he's absolutely correct. It's not. And it shouldn't be allowed. And the thing about it, and the reason why it shouldn't be allowed, because it's one of the things that's wrong with today's NBA. You can't tell these young players nothing. You can't tell these young people anything. They don't listen. They think everything is just against them. You see how rebellious Ja Morant is? You see how rebellious all these other people are, as Ja feel like y'all just doing this to just me. And everybody else gets to get a free pass. And y'all just want to make me the bad guy. So now he's got a rebellious attitude towards the league. But it's contagious because LeBron has been feeding this mentality throughout the league. It's the reason why now you can't get no trade clauses and contracts no more. The owners are taking it back. They're like, no trade clause for you, no trade clause for you. That's been removed. Now, it gets to another point. Now that the no trade clauses have been removed, you're looking at another situation where now, since that scenario has happened, they're taking control back there. They could trade anybody now. As you saw Luka get traded. If anybody should have a no trade clause, it was him. That wasn't included in his contract. So you saw him get traded. Now, owners are trying to get back control because it's gotten so far out of hand. All these players want to go on one team and link up with their friends, and we're going to make us a team. Why? Because LeBron did it. So because LeBron did it, that's why they want to do it. So hit the like button, good people. I know y'all just got here. Subscribe to the page. I was waiting for most of y'all to get in so we could tell y'all the new developments. You already know what Isiah did on NBA TV. LeBron was upset about it. And he talked to his people, and his people called and reached NBA TV and Adam Silver and everybody in charge about what's appropriately should be said on TV, and it should be about the game. Why is it about what LeBron is wearing and the attire? Why aren't we talking about the game? You know, and this is not helping the game and things of this nature, and we need a change. So they were talking about a change in culture. What's up, Matt? He said, what could they do? Fine him? No, you make it a rule. That's what you do. You will be in workout attire. You either could wear a tank top or whatever, but there is no skins and shirts. Everybody has to be in professional attire. This is not a scrimmage at UCLA. You do that on your time. But when you come in here in the facility, when you come into a professional facility, you have to be professional. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Now, here's where it's going to get even more interesting for you. So you think that was it, right? LeBron James makes a post saying, man, I was going to say something, but nah, I'm not. You know, and then he stays quiet to be like, that was his response. I was going to say something because it got picked up everywhere. It's on the cover of the New York Post. It's everywhere. Then comes the LeBron James media. And this is what I was waiting for, because LeBron is such a coward. This is what he does. He puts out that little ambiguous thing, like, I was going to say something, but nah. And he says, nah, you're not going to do it. So he doesn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, here comes all these little messages and all of these things that they're trying to unearth about Isiah Thomas. They're trying to do any little thing they can. So they're trying to highlight when he gets elbowed in the face and get cut by Bill Laimbeer. I mean, not Bill Laimbeer, but about Bill Cartwright. And he wants to go after Cartwright, and they grab Isiah, and Isiah is hot because Cartwright's out there throwing bows. And man, Isiah goes ahead and grabs Brendan Malone. Like, he's so mad, he's ready to choke somebody. And he's like, see, that's not professional. Like, he can't say what's professional. I mean, this is the day of the young people. They don't know who Isiah Thomas is. So they would say something as stupid as that and use that clip to take it out of context. So now it goes to another level. Now it goes to another level, right? They've crossed the line. LeBron and his team has crossed the line, in my opinion. They won't take any accountability for it, but it's them. They go and dig up the sexual harassment lawsuit against Isiah Thomas by the woman when he was the general manager of the New York Knicks. Isiah Thomas and the New York Knicks settle $11.5 million sexual harassment suit. That is what they dig up. And they're trying to plaster that in the papers today. Bringing that back up to try to smear Isiah Thomas's name. Where this black woman basically, in my opinion, lied, falsely accused Isiah Thomas of saying words about her, calling her a B word, saying that he grabbed her, all kind of stuff that they venomously denied. But they end up having to settle with her. Now, in case you didn't know of the case, it was so frivolous, it was totally meant to try to oust Isiah Thomas and get rid of him. This was a plot and a ploy. All built around the Larry Brown firing. But a lot of y'all don't know about that. Larry Brown got fired for something he said outside of a car in an interview. His contract got voided. So they had the right to fire him and not pay him the rest of the money, the $20 million, whatever, that they owed him. Because of some comment he made, and they call that conduct detrimental to the team. So they were able to fire him and not pay him the rest of the money. They found that loophole in his contract. Larry Brown didn't like that. And Larry Brown had a lot of influence with the referees. And they didn't like the way Isiah did Larry Brown. It's like, oh, we're going to get him back. So Isiah had to take over coaching for the Knicks. And he was the general manager and basically the coach. Because they had no coach. So to save the money, they just went and just did that. Yes. So they brought up all of these accusations today about Isiah. When people don't know what's really been going on behind the scenes because they never really knew. He said the gun tribute Portland Trailblazers. Blaze their way through Oregon. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Now, when you see the scenarios and you see the situations, you start to see all of these wonderful things in development. You know, you start seeing all of these different actions, and you start saying, okay, as I'm, because this is real talk, guys, and I do mean none of them have any clue as to what it is that they're doing. Isiah Thomas is not the story. You should be focused on the Minnesota Timberwolves, not Isiah Thomas. Not activating your media because you're embarrassed that the New York Post picked it up The New York Times picked it up. Everybody else picked it up. Everybody else that's in the NBA are agreeing. That's not how it goes. Now, some of the people who deal with the young people today be like, yeah, come on, it's a new day, old head. You know, like, come on, man, let it go. That ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that big. You see, this is the reason why the culture, it's not just basketball. It's bigger than LeBron. This goes out into the world today. That's why you got people wearing pajamas in movie theaters and going everywhere. They going into business offices wearing casual Friday outfits. I've seen somebody lose $100 million deals because of casual Friday. I've told you this story. They lost an account for hundreds of millions of dollars, all because they had a casual Friday. This guy walks in there, his corporation, he's the CEO of the corporation. He's coming in there to have a meeting with these guys. He's looking around. He didn't know he was in the same place. He's like, what's going on? He's like, oh, it's casual Friday. He's like, so on Fridays, y'all casually don't care about the client's investments? He's like, no. He's like, he's looking around at everybody. Everybody's lax. They throwing a ball, like some hack-a-sack ball across the room. He was like, I don't feel comfortable like y'all running my accounts. If I know that you're laxed like this. He was dead serious. The guy was like, it's not that serious. Come on. I mean, look at the numbers. You know, we haven't lost anything. No, we're not lax. You know, it's just casual Friday. He's like, you keep saying that like that means something. Like, exactly. It's like, what do you mean, casual Friday? You gonna casually be around messing up my money? No. So now they want to bring up the old SA case that they only settled because they had to at the time. This was Larry Brown's way of getting back. If Isiah Thomas was really guilty, and like they're trying to say, why did this guy settle and be able to come back on NBA TV? He's trying to get Isiah Thomas removed, but have his hands clean of it. That's what he wants. He wants to have his name clean, have Isiah Thomas' name smeared, and have him removed from NBA TV. He doesn't want him calling the NBA Finals. He doesn't want Isiah doing any of this. He doesn't like Michael Cooper being on the Lakers network. He thinks it's like, if that's it for old timers. We need to get the people that appreciate the game, whatever that means. Like, we know what he thinks appreciating the game is. Glazing anything he does. That's appreciating the game. That's moving the game forward. I mean, they do that every day. How many more networks do you need glazing you? And see, that's y'all YN's words. Glazing. Well, a lot of people went into hiding. They went into hibernation. They went into a lot of different instances where they're too much trouble for their work. But your concern should be about the gameplay that's on the court, not Isiah Thomas. because you're going to bark up the wrong tree. Because Isiah Thomas is not just, and you should know this, LeBron James, he's not just an analyst on NBA TV. Like, Isiah Thomas don't just need the money. Isiah Thomas has held every job damn near in the NBA. He was the first owner of an NBA basketball team. Isiah Thomas is the owner of the technology for the chronic cannabis, actually, that he's using cannabis not just to smoke, but to actually make material like of cannabis. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? A cannabis car? But no, that's where he's headed. He's been looking into that and investing in that for years. Isiah Thomas' portfolio is incredible, but you'll never know it. His wine, his champagne, Shirley, is the champagne of the NBA. And not only is it the champagne of the NBA, it's one of the top rated champagnes in the world. Why? Because Isiah took time to go to where they make it. And this place does it entirely different than where all these other people cut corners. And they don't take the very best because it's, more, they're thinking quantity over quality. But when you drink his champagne, you don't wake up the next morning with a headache. This ain't no Andres or Cooks. You see, that's why there's a major difference. Now, granted, there's a lot of different instances that are taking place that people are seeing for the very first time. They're putting their eyes on things, and a lot of those out there just don't understand the process and what goes on in these situations and all of these backdoor dealings. But LeBron James and his media team should not have any effect on what happens in the NBA decisions. Adam Silver and Isiah Thomas get along quite well because they've been knowing each other for years. Since the 90s. Adam Silver was a little runt and doing NBA Cares and charity events, and Isiah has always been around him, and he knows how much David Stern respected Isiah Thomas. And Adam Silver really wants what Isiah Thomas wants. He wants those same things. It's just one problem. He doesn't know how to get it. He's so shocked and awed by the fact that Isiah Thomas is able to do some of the things that he was able to do. David Stern was, how do you get these young players to respect you like this? Like, they don't do any of this for me. So he implemented the dress code rule, where guys had to come in there dressed up because this is their jobs. You can't dress like you coming from the house. This is what led to these rules. People being laxed. It's like, dude, when you come here, suit and tie, or dress professional. If you'd have just wore some slacks, some shoes, or some jeans or whatever, it wouldn't be a problem. But they want to dress, they hanging out on the street. Now everybody dresses up. They go to church like that. They go to church on Sunday, they in some gym shoes, some jeans, come as you are. Churches is so desperate now, they like, come as you are. We're a church with no borders. Come as you are, everybody. But it's just like, what do you expect Isiah Thomas to be like okay with that? He's a professional man. And in that day and era and time, that didn't happen. Not like that. There was a respect, there was a code. Shaq, there was rules Shaq had to follow in Miami. He didn't like it. He got bounced. This is a game you don't win. You don't know how to win it. You're not prepared for it. So focus on what you need to, LeBron. You don't run the NBA. You're about 2 years left in this league. You're done. You're on borrowed time. I know you told, what's the name? This is your last contract. You doing one more for 1 year and you doing a farewell. LeBron, I'm finna spoil all of it for you. LeBron was supposed to retire in 2022 before all of this Bronny stuff happened and the pandemic. If the pandemic didn't happen, 2022 would have probably been his last year. But then the Bronny James and the Bryce situation came about. So now he wants to play with both of his sons in his final year in the NBA. So you got 2 more years of LeBron. So I'm spoiling it. I know because they're already planning it. They're getting the events ready, everything, the scheduled dates. They got to start. This is how they do it. So they start right away with okay, we got to start getting in everybody, in line. So they kick it right off. LeBron James is retiring in 2 years. He's playing another 2 seasons. After this year, he's got next year. Or next year they'll win a championship. And then he'll say, this is my final season coming up. And that's when he's going to play with Bryce and Bronny on the same team with the Lakers. Make a show of it everywhere they go. They're going to be doing the LeBron thing. Here, we're going to tribute you for all. It's going to be a dog and pony show. Then it's Luka's team. You're going to have Daniel Gafford. They're going to be basically the Los Angeles Mavericks. They're going to build and shape the team around Luka Doncic. I'm telling you, it's already in the works. I'll reveal more on the Patreon, but that's in the works. Is LeBron injured? He's hurt. Everybody is hurt at this time of the year. And that's what's happening with LeBron. He's hurt. Just like anybody else in this business. At this point in their career, people get hurt. Hit the like button. Oh yeah, y'all supposed to been hit the like button. So Isiah Thomas is a 60-some-year-old man. Okay? He's got his pension coming in from the NBA. Full pension. He's Hall of Fame. One of the top 50 greatest players to ever play the game. No matter what you say about him, all the players respect him. There's nothing you could dig up, LeBron, that could hurt Isiah Thomas. You have no idea, no clue as to what it is you are doing. Absolutely nothing. Because it's not going to help you. It only hurts you. Because you're only going to piss off more of the older players. And I know you look at it from financial standpoint. No, a lot of them are not rich. A lot of them make 6-some figures or enough, and they got their jobs, but they don't like you. And it's a lot of the newer players that don't like you either. And you like, I don't care. You do. Or you wouldn't have went through this whole propaganda. You're mad because Isiah is big enough to say it, and it's picked up by every news media outlet. Every newspaper picked it up. Every major newspaper. The Chicago Sun-Times, Chicago Tribune, the New York Post, the LA Times, the New York Times, worldwide. It's in every newspaper. It's on social media blogs. Everybody's talking about what he said about you. And it hurts you. Now, if that was the case, you should be focused on one thing and one thing only. Not trying to have Isiah Thomas removed for his comments, but playing your game. That's it. Just focus on playing basketball. And then things go away. But ask Adam Silver how he thinks about it. You know, the commissioner of the league, who's asleep at his damn job. If you want to find something, Adam Silver, find that. That's the part that got LeBron upset. And Rich Paul. Man, how dare you talking about find LeBron? What do you find LeBron for? LeBron, best player in the universe. You don't find that. They didn't find Michael Jordan. Yes, they did. They ain't want to, but they did. Mike didn't leave him a choice. No, it was a different time, different entropy, if you want to say that. But respect is respect. When you go in your parents' house, they got rules. They don't care about what's happening in the outside world. When I go to my grandparents' house, I can't say, yo, this is just how we do it now outside. Like everybody want to wear it with a swag. When you come up in here, you pull your pants up, young man. You take your hat off. It's no ma'am. Yes, sir. It's going to be a respect up in here. Now, if you're going to go out in the world looking like a fool, that's what they used to say, a fool, then that's on you. But up in here, that ain't going to be tolerated. That's right. Hit the like button if you're new here. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. That's how it was. It's rules. And as long as there's rules and guidelines, that's what's going to be followed. There's going to be rules and guidelines. Or you're going to be savages. Live and do what savages do. Is that how you want your life to be? Living like a savage? Now, I'm not talking about Macho Man Savage. Oh, yeah. I know you're not talking about me. Because if that was me, I would have grabbed him by his neck and I would have twisted till it went pop. Snap it to a Slim Jim. I mean, there's plenty of things that everybody can get into that they know about. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference with everybody else that's looking at, like, oh, we're looking at a township type thing. No. It's a respect thing. There are rules put in place because of the respect, and they want it to be respectful. They want people to be able to understand what it's like to have all these things, They want everybody to be, responsible. When they don't have it, it ends up being a problem. When they do have it, it's just another perspective. Now, let's take a vote right now. How many of y'all think it's not a big deal about what LeBron James is doing? Yes or no? Is it a big deal? Isn't it a big deal? Him wearing no shirt and shoot around. Do you think LeBron should be fined or not? If he's fat, yes. No. Everyone should be wearing workout uniforms. Sleeveless or sleeves, but you are wearing a shirt. This is professionalism. You're not wearing tighties out there. You should be dressed appropriately in appropriate attire while you're working out. There will be no food on the sidelines. If you're on the bench or the sidelines, unless you're in the crowd, if you're sitting on that bench, there shouldn't be any food. LeBron James come in there bringing liquor, come in there bringing food, eating on the sideline. It's like, dude, do that in the back. Why are you eating out there sitting down and players are playing? You sitting up there eating on the sideline. It's disrespectful, because now the younger players who see LeBron doing that, they gonna think they can do it. And they gonna get all upset when the coach tell them, what the hell you think you doing? He gonna be like, man, LeBron was eating his fruit. He just trying to replenish what he lost during his workout. I was working out, so I'm trying to replenish that. This is the problem. It's this young attitude of, I just want to do whatever I want to do. That's why people look like they just fell out of bed and they get up and they go out. They'll go to school, work, everything. Looking like they just fell out of bed in some pajamas. They wear pajamas outside. They don't even wear shoes now. They got like these house shoe moon boots. They don't care what they look like now. Personal hygiene is an F. I'm like, do you smell yourself? You don't smell that? They so used to smelling it, it don't even bother them no more. I mean, do you see how the reaction of people that come by you? Dude was at the doggone bar restaurant, and the owner had to make him leave. They said, sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but we're getting complaints about your personal hygiene. He's ready to call the cops. Yeah, you call them. It's like, sir, we can ask anybody to leave for any reason, and this is a reason you gotta leave. He upset because he stink. I mean, it was so bad. People was like walking in. I was sitting back. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to this. Like I'm just watching the door. I'm like, everybody that come in and smell him, they turn around, they looking at, they checking themselves. He stinks so bad, they smelling themselves. The hell is that? Something's dead in here. But of course, he's embarrassed because everybody now in the whole place you embarrassed yourself coming out smelling like that. Now you got to go back home and hose down or do whatever it is that you do. They have no sense of self-worth. Man, people believe this LeBron guy. His whole life is a lie. That's why I'm like, dog, his name is a lie. Everything about him. His mama was a liar. They could make Raising Canaan, Raising LeBron. Okay? LeBron mama is rock. And his Uncle Kurt and his other uncle, that's Lou and goddamn Marvin. Her two brothers. And LeBron is Canaan. Raising LeBron. LeBron was a 13-year-old drug dealer. Now, the first episode of Raising LeBron, we're going to do that on the Patreon. Oh, you're going to love that. Mm-hmm. Who is Jukebox? Oh, they got a jukebox over there. Delonte West is unique. Mm-hmm. Don't believe nothing LeBron tell you. He a liar. That's right. Hit the like button. He say famous is Rich Paul. No, Rich Paul is that little dude that's in there trying to rob him now. That's working in the spot. Yep. I've been around, I know the ups and the downs, cause me, it's all part of the game. I think Marvin probably gonna, I would hate it, but I think Marvin gonna die this season. I think Unique kills Marvin. Rock needs to go. That's what they saying. But make sure y'all hitting the like button up. Yeah, I'm in farm territory. Ain't because I want to be. Only thing black around here is these tires. I need to get up out of this area. It's like children of the corn out here. I don't think the Lakers go to the NBA Finals. I really feel that they lose in the Western Conference Finals, either against the Clippers or OKC. I still haven't made my mind up yet. I'll wait till that series happens. And but I don't have it to the finals. Well, people are just happy to be somewhere. Like I said, they need to be more concerned about the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves play more tempo. They get up and down the court. That team could run LeBron ragged. It depends on what Randall is doing on the inside. If Randall is able to play his game. All right, we back around some type of civilization. We like in the hood. The real hood. It's one of the worst grammar schools. It look like a prison. It's like graduation send-off. Well, if we end up playing the Lakers, I know how that's going. We finna win the championship. LeBron gonna be too scared. I'm like, this is not my town, man. I see it, car, but thank you. Oh, my bad. That one was my fault. That's the metro. Okay, now I should be closing in on where they at. Man, if LeBron thinks about, like, he can't hurt Isiah. How you gonna hurt Isiah Thomas? You think NBA TV, he enjoyed doing that job. But Isiah Thomas ain't doing it because he needs the money. He's 65, everything is secure. He got everything, retirement money, all of that. It's banked. He's good. How you gonna tell this man what he can and cannot have? Isiah should be, look, it's his opinion. You take it and you move on. That's just that. No. The East is wide open. The East is wide open. Cleveland is the favorites, but it depends on how you hold up. The NBA had to make plenty of changes. They had to make plenty of changes on the fly. Kevin Durant, if his foot is back a half an inch, the Bucks are eliminated. They don't win the championship that year. Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets would have been going to the NBA Finals. Then that changes the whole dynamic of the Brooklyn Nets and the New York situation. Yep, figure that out. I know, right? Come on, we supposed to be well over 300 likes. What is going on? We just got good announcement that the Raising LeBron series is happening. Oh yeah, Raising LeBron. I don't care. You gonna play basketball. I'm serious, LeBron. Come on, ma. I might want to play football too. You ain't playing no football, and that's that. You're playing basketball, and that's fine. What the hell? I've never seen a tractor that big in my life. I've got to get out of here. Goddamn farmland, man. Farmland. Look at that. Farms. Scrap. Farm. Scrap. Farm. I'm gonna mess around and be in Ohio some damn way. Well, I really don't want to be ever. Running a Rich Paul family. Man, we heard about what you said about our cousin Rich. He a great man. I'll be a great con man. Yeah, he's rich. Man, look, don't knock the hustle. I'll be alright, man. The road is closed. All right. Took me an hour to get here, but we are finally on the right track. Damn, it's just a long ass ride. You see the things I gotta go through, y'all? So don't forget to join the Carcino for Life Patreon. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Welcome to HDII TV. Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Too Raw for TV. Follow, subscribe to him, and we about.